Physical limitations do not have to limit dreams and ambition. Brothers from Atlanta prove that in bigger ways every year. Brent pushes, pedals, and pulls Kyle, who has cerebral palsy. Brent says Kyle borrows his legs and Brent borrows Kyle's spirit. Together, they train for the latest challenge and show us once again that they are brave conquers fear. For brothers Brent and Kyle Pease, it isn't about a single race or accomplishment. Theirs is a lifetime pursuit. Both boys grew up wanting to be athletes, and Brent always looked for ways to open the experience of sport up to Kyle, who has cerebral palsy. They did it together. That has never stopped. As they've done marathons and road races, they have pushed toward one message. Kyle saying, "I hope it will encourage people to see that there are no limits. Anything is possible." Even one of the toughest races in the world. Together, they will do a full marathon, 112 miles on a bike, and a 2.5-mile swim as Brent pulls Kyle behind him. They were chosen to compete at the Ironman World Championship in Hawaii, the only wheelchair-assisted duo in this year's race. Never ending their pursuit of inclusion for everyone. And the Ironman race in Hawaii is a week from tomorrow, and tomorrow is World Cerebral Palsy Day. Kyle Pease's foundation has helped families with disabilities for many years in our community get adaptive equipment. We have more information on the foundation on 11live.com.